What's up, everybody? Crash here. Welcome back to Crash Against the Spread, where we talk about sports from a betting perspective. It is Tuesday, November 12th, and we have 8 NBA games to talk about today in the in-season tournament. Also coming off a 4-0 day, so hit everything that we bet yesterday, and we're smart enough to stay off the other picks because our thoughts weren't as right on those. So staying off is just as good as a win sometimes. So today we have 8 games to talk about, all in-season tournament games for the NBA, and some of them I think are too close to call, but I do want to break down the ones that I'm going to bet. So like Hawks and Celtics, obviously Celtics should roll, but are they going to win by 15 points? Who knows? This is the in-season tournament where points, the amount of points that you beat a team matters, the amount of points scored matters, all of that stuff. This is the second year of it, and we're not sure how teams are going to react to it. Last year, I don't think a lot of teams cared. I don't think I don't think certain teams were ready for it. I don't think anybody really, knew what was happening until it was happening. So, if you lost that first game and didn't know what the situation was, you just might not have been ready. But Pacers won the East last year. Lakers won the West. Lakers took it all. I think this year that a lot more teams are going to be more involved in the process and know what's going on, and I think we're going to see some lower level teams competing in this first game, trying to see if they can get to the cup, knowing that they won't get to the NBA championship. So don't want to go too heavy today. Don't want to sound like I'm confident on any of these because anything can happen in sports. But I do like the Sixers against the Knicks today. Joel Embiid is back, and I think that the Sixers are trying to turn around their season to a point where they can use his first game with Joel Embiid coming back as a statement game. So they are underdogs at home currently, and I actually like them to win this game. So 76ers are the first one. I kind of like Magic against the Hornets. That point spread is kind of big. The -8 scares me a little bit. But the Hornets, as competitive as they are, I don't think play as good a defense as Orlando does. And if Orlando wants to win this game by margin, they just need to shut Charlotte down and keep scoring on their end. So that -8 is very, very feasible. I just don't know if I want to go there with it. So Magic's on the table. Just still kind of thinking it out. But I'm recording this in the morning, so I'm going to look at the line changes throughout the day. Miami, Detroit. There's no Jimmy Butler today, and there's 2 or 3 people on the injury report for the Pistons who I'd like to play if I was going to bet this game. So I'm going to stay off that one. Toronto at Milwaukee. I'm on the Raptors plus 8.5. I don't think Milwaukee should be favored by this amount against anybody. So Raptors plus 8.5 against the Bucks. Phoenix and Utah. This looks like the most public bet as far as this site goes. So 70% of the people are on the Suns in this game versus the Jazz per covers.com. So that's a very public bet there. That's of course a side that you would think, and the public does win just as much as sharps do. But if everybody's on it, it's still kind of scary. So they should win this game by more than 4 points, but Utah at home can be scrappy. So that's a toss-up. Not sure about that one. Not sure if I'll get there with Phoenix or not. Dallas and Golden State. This is Klay Thompson's return to the team that traded him, where all his best friends work. So sure it'll be slightly emotional. I did hear that Draymond said he was going to run through him like Kobe did Gasol in the Olympics. I don't really believe that. I think that's going to be a tech. Or a fight, don't do that to me, bro, when you got my phone number, We can talk about this. We're not like that, you know. So, I would say I would rather watch that game than bet it. Yeah, that total looks pretty high. I can see Dallas making it close. I can see Dallas covering and not winning, and to see Dallas winning outright. So, staying off that one for the unsure, uncertainty of it. And Minnesota and Portland, no real thoughts. With the spread being that high, Minnesota on the road, I think Portland could have a shot to cover that. Minnesota should be the better team overall, of course, but I think that in an in-season tournament game with a young team like Portland, anything can happen. So, going to stay off that one too. My favorite bets are the 76ers plus the 3, and the Raptors plus the 8.5. Second favorite bets are the Magic minus the 8 and Phoenix minus the 4. So we'll see if I can get there with all 4. We'll see if I just stick with the first 2. But lock those in. Let's get this money, and we'll be back tomorrow to talk some more sports.